Yo, what's up? What's up? It's your partner, Mr. Cosmic, with my first official day in Siem Reap, Cambodia, at this family style. I guess I don't know if you want to call it a guest stay, resort style home. It looks like something like an investment that somebody made. I guess the gentleman who owns it, his family, he used to work for UN or something like that, and he invested in this property as a way of retirement, I guess. Um, he has about 15 units here, and basically he this is how I guess he makes a little extra cash and stuff. Um, so I'm sitting over here poolside so that you can see it. You know, I mean, it looks like it's ran by a family, but I don't. But I feel like maybe they need a little bit more extra help to go with it. I mean, they have everything they need. They just need those finishing touches. But however, I mean, this is my first day in Cambodia. This could be the standard. This could be upper class. I don't know. I have seen a lot of videos upon doing my research where they were saying that you can get cribs for like $200 or whatever. So this spot cost me about $300. Then plus he charged me another $150 for the electric because electric's so expensive here. Yeah, he had to get a deposit just in case I'll be from running the electric bill up high. So first impressions about coming into Cambodia. Okay, so first of all, and what I'm going to try to do something different on this video. I'm actually going to probably try to cut in and put pictures. And I normally don't do that, but I want to try it this time and see how it goes. But people are coming in the building, coming in the gate now. But what I found is that first when I came through at the Poi Pet border, I came through at the Poi Pet border, and okay, singer. They might be the wife, I think. I think that's the wife. Anyway, obviously she have a little voice. Okay, wifey. I think her name's Sophia. But anyway, so that's that, right? I came through. I caught the bus, and you know what? I'm gonna put that little picture of the bus that I caught from Pattaya, Thailand, to Poi Pet. It only cost me. Well, I had a big ass luggage. Man, I don't know how. And I'm gonna touch on that too. This video might go long, so get ready, man. I'm gonna touch on that. First thing is that if you don't love the sea a lot, then a lot of these places you ain't gonna want to come. You have to love to come to wherever the water is at, because that's what this is. It's very, very aquatic areas. Now, this part of Cambodia is kind of far in, so it's not really the same as other places. Um, but I caught the bus to Poi Pet. From Poi Pet, they let you out. Now, what you don't realize when they let you out is that you actually probably you're right there at the border, right? What you do know that, but the thing is, you don't know which way to go. Like the guy was rushing me, like, get out, like you here, Poi Pet. I'm like, oh, and I'm looking around, like I don't see no border crossing, I don't see nothing, you know. And so you got to have a lot of patience, and you have to be willing to trust your instinct. As long as he said it's Poi Pet, I had a picture of him. I had a picture of the establishment. I had a picture of the license plates. So if anything went wrong, I mean, that's all that was the only recourse I would have. Um, but anyway, it's Poi Pat. I get out, okay? They cannot drive you directly to the border. They drop you at the bridge, and you're gonna see rails that go up to the border. You're not initially. It's not gonna seem like it's gonna look like construction, but that's actually the bridge that kind of goes into the border. So you go with the rails, go with the red and white. I think the red and white. I'll post a picture. Red and white rails, and it goes up. Hopefully I caught it. And if not, man, don't be afraid to ask people poignant words. Like I asked the police officer, border, um, Cambodia, and the guy, Cambodia, border, and he pointed me. On the Thailand side, they very sweet, very nice. Uh, so I get over to the line, and I seen it in the video. They said it in the video, and I did exactly what they said not to do. I went straight because the signage is confusing. It should say tourist uh, entrance upstairs, but it doesn't say that. It just says tourist 2E or 2F or something like that. Okay, but tourist 2F, they don't tell you, you know, you don't know what 2F is at, you know, and so you just keep going, and then you'll see two signs that say Cambodia, Thailand, Cambodia, Thailand. Basically what they're saying is, and I didn't realize it until later, if you have a Cambodian passport, you go on this line. If you have a Thailand passport, you go on this line. And if you don't have neither one, you in the wrong line. Take your ass upstairs. Okay, now when you get upstairs, they're gonna give you two pieces of paper, and I'm gonna see if I can cut that in so that you can see what it looks like. But they're gonna give you two little small slips of paper. Now, when you get upstairs, don't immediately get in the line. Don't. When you get up the stairs, don't immediately get in the line. When you get up the stairs, cut left. If you're coming from Thailand, cut left, and there's a desk right there. And what they do is they hand you the little slips of paper, similar to the slips of paper you would get if you were the immigration paper that you would get if you were on a plane, and they give it to you before you land. It's a little square yellow piece. You need two of them. You need two of them. You need two of them. I'm not gonna do that later with the software, so I'm gonna do it automate myself. You need two of them. Two of them. Two of them. So when they gave me, I put the other slip back, and I filled out one because I thought he gave me two by accident, or just for if in case I make a mistake. But no, he was giving me two because one, you pay a fine, and then the other, that's basically from what I see, is just number one, you have to pay a fine, and then I mean a fee, whatever you want to call it, and then number two, somebody's gonna take it, and the obvious posted price is gonna be on the wall, but they're gonna charge you a couple dollars more, and also they're gonna be looking at you when you take your money out. They come around the desk. That's what they did to me, so he could look in your pocket and see what you got in there. And so, let me tell you something. Don't even think about leaving Thailand without some cash. I don't know how you're supposed to get American dollars. Because if you're in Thailand and you don't have American dollars, then I guess you gotta go ask for some. But don't leave Thailand going to Cambodia without no American dollars. That's all I know. I don't know if they let you get in with bot because they ask for US dollars. So fortunately, I had about $100 on me. If I didn't, I'll be honest with you, I don't even know how that would have played out. I have no idea how that would have played out. And so I luckily I had it, and I had it in small denominations, so I was able. So when he saw when the posted fee was $30, he asked me to pay the extra $3, and so I feel like I want to give y'all a better background. He asked me to pay an extra $3, right? Which obviously that wasn't the posted price. The posted price was $30, and he charged me an extra $3. So that I guess that's what they refer to when they say a corruption charge. That was his little corruption charge that he charged me. Maybe that's they pizza money or whatever. But either way it goes, he charged me that. Charged me an extra $3. Maybe I'll give y'all a little view. Yeah. It kind of makes me dark though. I don't know, y'all. That ain't gonna work. You couldn't really see. I wanted y'all to have that view, but I don't have enough light coming from the front. So, yeah, I don't really know how to. That ain't gonna help me. I'll see if I can do my other phone. If not, I'll go back over to the other view. So anyway, yeah. So what he did was he charged me. He looked at as I was paying him. He looked at my pocket and he saw that I was had $3 more singles. So he was like 33 and charged me that extra money. I mean, he don't know my situation. Again, nobody cares. You in Asia, and you got to understand, ain't no argument. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no argument. Ain't nothing to discuss. Pay the money. Even with this light, it don't work. Nah, I'm sorry, y'all. That ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna have to go back to the other side. So, but yeah, there's nothing to discuss, y'all. You know, you have got to pay that money. I guess I can walk a little bit. You've got to pay that money. That's the fee. That's what the charge is, and that's what you're gonna have to pay. Two, that once you pay that fee, then you go and get into the immigration line, and then once you get into the immigration line, then they have to have the other slip, which is basically a copy. And then once you get the copy, you give it to the person. You do the fingerprint, 4 fingers, thumb, face shot. Take off your hat, take off your glass, all that stuff. They need to get the face shots. Be nice, be humble, be respectful. Now, once you get out of there, you come through. It can be a point of kind of stress, depending upon who you are. For me, it seems like I'll be feeling stressed sometimes with situations that are not really stressful, but when it comes to a stressful situation, I don't respond like the average person. I don't respond stressed. So that's the irony. But yeah, so once you pay that, then they tell you, okay, you're good. Going downstairs, you in. If you grin, you in. And so, yeah. Oh, so I went in, and you go down the stairs, and you're in Cambodia. Now, when you first step out, there's gonna be a few people. I don't know how they, there's gonna be a few people right there, like tuk-tuk drivers, motorcycle drivers. They probably not gonna do what you ask them. They're gonna do what makes them money. I used to be a driver in Las Vegas, and I realized that certain doormen pay you more money when you go to certain clubs, certain strip clubs, and it's the same thing. The drivers basically take you out at the I asked for the bus. There was a guy on a moped, and he actually threw the bags, real fast. He charged me 40 baht to take me down the street. Now, if you don't have no bags and you carrying around a little book bag, walk on down till you get to it. But who do you know? Who do you know to go to? How do you know? Who do you know? I don't know. But for 40 bahts, which is equivalent to about basically nothing, $2. For that, he took me. He put my luggage with me, which my stuff was heavy. He threw it on the back of the bike with me, and we rode down the street, and he took me to the bus spot. I mean, honestly, he didn't give me the big bus, but he put me in a personal taxi, and And based upon what I asked the resort owners, he gave me a fair price. He didn't rip me off. He charged me 700 baht, which then there's the quick weird thing, because then he asked for baht right in on the Cambodian border, and right before that, they were just asking me for dollars. So when you leave Thailand, if you're coming from Thailand, have have you about I would say at minimum 2,000, 3,000 baht on you. At minimum, I had about 4 or 5. So at minimum, have you about 2, 3,000 baht on you, because you're gonna need to, if you're coming to Siem Reap, then you're gonna need probably close to 1,000 baht to get you from the border to Siem Reap, and that's gonna be about a 2 hour or so ride, 2.5 hours. Now the driver of the scooter who met me outside of the border door took me to the transportation company, which is literally 3 minutes straight, and pulled me in. They charged me 700 baht. And while you there, and while you got a scooter person, tell them to you need a SIM card. The SIM card gonna cost you another 200 baht. So now you add it up. I came out of there. That was $40, 40 baht to go to the taxi transportation to Siem Reap. Then he charged me $700 for the taxi. Then I asked for a SIM card. That fortunately the taxi companies are smart enough to know that it's a good business to look at this damn flag. It's a good business to have SIM cards on them, because they can make extra money. So they charge 200 baht. So 200 baht is really $6, $7 or something. Like 300 baht would be like 10. 330 would be like 10 baht, $10. So they charged me 200 baht. So you're talking probably about $7, give or take. So with that being said, man, always put your stuff in the freezer. Look at it. Look how it's sweat. So anyway, with that being said, um, the this location is oh, so then you're gonna get into either a private car, SUV, or a bus. And with the SUV bus, they put me in an SUV, which is like a Toyota or SUV or something like that. Um, I stay fresh and clean. So when they first saw me getting in, it was just like, you know, everybody was looking all. One guy was really smiling, and then everybody else was looking like, oh no, why are you picking up him? You do the math. It's just one of those things you got to accept. Anytime that you're moving around in the world, as when you melanated like this, people will always act really weird, as though they better than you. It don't matter if they have more money, don't matter if they have less money, don't matter what their situation is. If they were born a different color, they will always act like they better than you. So you always run into people who feel that way. It's through colonialism has made them believe that the lighter their complexion, the better they are. So unfortunately for them. But anyway, so I got in the SUV, and the driver was cool. I mean, he did his job. He got us there safe and sound. Now the cool thing about the personal driver is that he gonna take you directly to your hotel. That's the part I was confused about, because I thought when I got to Siem Reap, I was gonna be at a bus station here. I thought he was gonna drop me off at a bus station here, but really he brought me, because you got a personal driver. He bring you straight to your hotel, wherever you at. He dropping you off right there, and so that's the cool part. He took me right to my hotel, and let me drop me off right here with the owner. I found the fan, so I turned that on. Looks like the pool got a little bubbling going on in the middle and stuff. I mean, it is really one of those kind of places that if you, I picture this kind of place to be the kind of place that you come to if you want to write a book and you don't want nobody to bother you. And you just want to kind of disappear. Now the chickens is gonna drive you up a wall, the roosters, and the day, and the dogs are gonna drive you up a wall, arguing and fighting at night. So biting and screaming and yelling. Man, I thought it was kids, you know, but it was actually dogs that were barking. So, but anyway, um, also make you have to get that SIM card. Oh, by the way, about the SIM card, make sure you get the SIM card that has um, gets you a number, because if you just get the data one, if you just get the one that has data, then what happens is if you try to get onto things like Pass app, which is like Uber or Grab, what's gonna happen is you ain't gonna have a phone number, and they're gonna ask you for a phone number. You're not gonna have one. So then you're not gonna be able to register for Pass app, which is the situation that I'm in right now. And so I'm not really sure how I'm gonna get taxis or whatever. But I guess I got 30 days to figure it out. On my first couple of days, normally I don't go out too much, which is the reason why I carry too much stuff with me. And I always carry a bag. Before the place that I left last, I carry a bag of food, apples, oranges. Now, cool part about the family when I got here is they had a basket of fruit. And for me, that's really invaluable because I will eat that whole thing in the next couple days. Um, Look like they have some helmets. Maybe they have bikes for rent that you can rent here. I don't know. I will ask the owner, 'cause that way I can go around. Hi, hi, how you doing? Yeah, I will ask the owner uh, for maybe they let you rent motorbikes and stuff. Lady was real nice, you know, spoke to me. I will go help her. I think she got it. Um, Bring you some wet wipes, man. Wherever you at, buy wet wipes. Wherever you at, buy wet wipes. I mean, you get a store, you go to a store, buy you a pack of wet wipes. Keep them on you because you're gonna need to wipe down surfaces. You know, it's just like when I came out here. This surface is filled with, I don't know, fruits or something like that. It's good to have a wet wipes. I mean, like I keep in my little. It's the reason why everybody walk around with these. You know, and so I have like this thing. This is a good brand, Dettol. For y'all Caribbean folks, y'all might know this brand very well. Um, but anyway, it helps you clean off everything that you're touching. Um, that's that. And when you first get into your place, I rented it on Airbnb. I mean, I can't express it enough. Never, ever book more than a couple of days when you first get in the country. If you need time to settle in, I would say 4 to 5 days. You're gonna have to get up and go do your work. I mean, I don't like to have to go out and have to do stuff and socialize and run around and stuff with a bunch of people and meet a bunch of people. I socialize when people say hi to me, but I try to avoid too much interaction. I'm just that kind of person, you know. Uh, I'm not easy to ignore certain behavior. So, and you have, and I mean, in terms of how I respond to it, it's always like, but how I feel about it is always like, you know. So, um, and I just realized that that's what it's gonna be, and there's nothing we can do about that in the world. But what I can do is limit my interaction with people as much as possible. And so, you know, you maybe find one cool person that you can talk to about things if you're lucky, and they can show you around or point out some things to you. It's better to honestly, man. It's better just to pay for your guide, which is basically what I learned is the best thing to do. Go to the ATM, get your money, call up, Airbnb or go on Airbnb. Like I'm gonna go on Airbnb. I'm not, because I'm not even gonna deal with no money too much. I'm gonna go on Airbnb and I'm gonna have the Airbnb person come pick me up and take me around. And I'm not gonna deal with gonna have a lot of money, because as soon as I leave this place, I'm going to an airport. I just have that feeling like, okay, this is cool, but I'm going to an airport when I leave here. I'm going to an airport. I'm not going to do a lot more border crossings like that. The airport is a lot less stressful. The On the ground, it's cheaper for a reason, because you really got to be able to adapt and deal with the situation right off the cuff. It's good to have money in the currency of the country that you're in. It's good to have money in your own country, currency of your own country, whichever that is. I mean, well, one thing about it is it's always good to have U.S. dollars. I didn't make up the rules. This is just the way it is. It's always good to have U.S. dollars, because U.S. dollars most of the time transcends anywhere. Now, ironically, in Thailand, they didn't want to see no U.S. dollars. People was paying me to take their U.S. dollars, and that's how I incidentally end up having more U.S. dollars than I actually would have had. And fortunately, he did. One of the taxi drivers, he gave me baht. I mean, he gave me dollars, and I paid him in baht. I didn't need the dollars, but I was like, okay, bro, I'll take it. And it's a good thing that I did, because that's what saved me when I came across the border. When they asked me for that $30, I had it. And and uh, and one thing about here in Cambodia is that they take dollars. So, you know, keep you $100 on you. Keep $200 on you. I'd say at all times, $100 to $200. You don't want to have too much money on you, but $100 to $200 bill, $100 bill on you at all times. Wherever you, each person, wherever you going, whatever you're doing, keep $100 bill tucked in your passport somewhere, because you know, I would say a couple different units of currency actually. If you could, maybe keep you 100, a 50, a 20, a 5, a 10, that would be good. That would be good actually. Man, when it comes down to this, as far as material things, less is more. But as far as preparation things, like, things that you wouldn't think of, you need to have those, more of them. You need to have more currency. You need to have uh, probably more toothpaste, more mouth, some weird stuff. More. If you burn easily, you're gonna have to have more sunscreen than you normally would have. You know, it's just more bug repellent than you normally would have. It's just a lot of little things that you would normally not have to have that you gotta have when you're in Asia, Southeast Asia in particular. This is so Caribbean. When I tell you you've been to the Caribbean, this is so Caribbean. You know, the whole entire vibe is equator, Caribbean, hot water, hot weather, humidity, moisture, bugs. It's what it is, man. But with that, it's a simple way of life, a less expensive way of life. I'm not gonna say it's cheap, because it just depends on your position in life. If you bringing in $3,000-4,000 a month, your experience is different, completely different. You're bringing in $5,000 a month, you really high on the hog. You doing, because you're not going to stay at places that are like cost you $300 a month probably. You're probably going to stay at a place that costs you 5 or 6. And let me tell you something. Once you cross from 300, from 200 to 5 or 600, the level of amenities and quality of service is completely different in Asia. Completely different. I would say strive for, if you come in to live in Asia for a year and you have $10,000 and you're willing to pay around $400 a month for your rent, or $500 a month total for your housing and rent and bills and stuff like that, you good. You golden. You golden. By yourself, if you by yourself, you golden. Because you know, that's you don't really need. That's a high quality. But anyway, guys, I'll give y'all a last little view before I check up out of here. I just wanted you guys to see this spot, and before I go, and we're crossing into the 30-minute mark. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me. Um, I'm gonna look out. I should look out here. Oh shit! Did she lock the gate? They put a lock on the gate. Uh, so anyway, um, I'll let y'all see. Oh, it looks like the motorcycle area where you park your bike at. Lots of plants here. Sound like some monkeys fighting. And I wouldn't doubt it. Probably, and maybe that's what it was last night. Monkeys. Look at the ants. Look at the ants. Wow. They're there collecting something out of the plant. That's actually really amazing. So yeah, guys, that's that's the view. That's the pool. And just wanted to give y'all that shout, and I appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. I see y'all on the other side. Peace.